All right, let's do section 4.4, equations as relations. All right, with this we're going to have an x and a y value that we're working with. The solution of an equation with two variables, and they will be x and y, is an ordered pair. The domain, remember, is your x values, and your range are your y values. Now remember, a way to remember this is that domain comes before, D comes before R in the alphabet. So domain comes before range in the alphabet, as does X come before Y. So the domain relates with the X values and the range goes with the Y's. Okay, real important to remember. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to solve using a replacement set. Replacement sets are always going to be found in these little braces. Okay, that's a set notation. They're going to give us an equation. In this instance, they gave us y is equal to 2x plus 3. Now, not always will it be solved for y, so guess what? We will have to solve some of these for y in order to use this. Okay, so make a chart. And we're going to substitute in each ordered pair for x and y. And then you're going to express your answer in a solution set, which are these braces. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go and write my equation right here. It's already solved for y, so it makes it really easy to just go ahead and start. All right, now my x value is going to be a -2 and then -1. Okay, and then the next values are going to be 0 and 4. And the next one is going to be 3, 9. Remember, the first number in an order pair is your x value, and the second number in your order pair is your y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug each one of these in for my two letters, my two variables. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and make a placeholder for my y. And my y value on this one is -1. So I just put it in there and put equals 2 times x. Well, my x is going to be a -2. And then I just write the rest of my problem, and then let's do it. So we want to see whether this side is equal to this side. Okay, if they are equal, then it's a true statement. So 2 times a -2 is a -4. -4 plus 3 is -1. So does -1 equal -1? Well, yes. So then this would be a true statement. Okay, same thing for the next one. I'm going to plug in a 4 for my y and then plug in the rest. 2 times my x value here is going to be 0 plus 3. So over here, 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. So does 4 equal 3? No, this is a false statement. It does not equal. All right, and then the last one, we're going to plug in your 9 for your y equals. All right, and then it's going to be 2 times 3 plus 3. I just brought down the plus 3's because that was part of the equation. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 equals 9. That is a true statement, so that would be true. Now, what you do with that information is any of the things that are true go into your solution set. So your order pair goes in here, that's true. So that was -2, -1 was true, and 3, 9 was true. Okay, so those are the only two that go in the solution set. The one for 0, 4 was not true. It does not go in the answer. Okay? All right, let's go on to the next slide. All right, the next one we're going to be solving using a given domain, which is your x values, and you're going to solve using the domains that are listed here in the solution set. So that means that these are all x values because they said this is the domain, okay? These are all x values. Sometimes they'll give us the range right here, so that will mean all these will be y values. So you have to read carefully and make sure you're watching what you're doing. Alright, so we want to go ahead and put this information in here. They've got the equation for us, but let's put our domains, our x values. 0, 2, and 4. See, I just took my solution set, my domain set, and put them right here. Now what we're going to do is plug it in here, and it'll churn out, or answer out, or whatever you want to call it. I was thinking churn out, your y value. Alright, so I'm going to say y is equal to, and right here where the x is, I'm going to plug that in. And then just finish the equation. So, -3 plus 5, that makes 2. So it says y then is equal to 2. Okay? So then my ordered pair is simply -3, 2. Really, really simple. Just got to watch what you're doing. Alright, so the next one is y is equal to, they give us a -1 plus 5. Okay, in this case, -1 plus 5 is 4. So my order pair is, you got it, -1, 4. Alright, y is equal to, plug in 0. 0 plus 5 is 5. So my order pair is 0, 5. Y is equal to, plug in 2. Plus 5, well, 2 plus 5 is 7. Order pair then would be 2, 7. And the next one is y is equal, plug in 4. So then 4 plus 5 is 9. So my answer is 4, 9. Alright, so these are your order pairs. So when we have the domain of -3, -1, 0, 2, and 4, the solution set will be your order pairs. So we just type all this in, right in your braces. So it's going to be -3, 2, and that's in order pair, so it needs to be in parentheses, and put a comma in between order pairs. -1, 4, 0, 5, 2, 7, and 4, 9. Whoa, that was not what I wanted to draw. It looked bad. Look, when I hit erase, why does it go and take away stuff from the other things? I don't understand. Alright, there you go. Alright, so there's your answer. 3, 2, negative, where did the negative go? -1, 4, 0, 5, 2, 7, and 4, 9. Great. Next slide. Alright, so now the last way we're going to do this is solve and graph them, okay, based on your order pairs. They're going to give us an equation. This time they said 2x plus 4, I can't read. 2y plus 4x equals 10. If the domain is -1, 0, 2, and 4. So that means these are x values, guys, right here, because it says domain. Then you're going to graph the set. Well, guess what? We have to solve for y because they didn't give it to us that way. So we must do that now. So let's go over here. And remember, I've said it a million times. I've said it once. When we're solving for y, move the x first. So we move x. These are gone. Now we have 2y equals, and this way it's always said, put the x term first. It will help when we go to graph. Now, for those of you who have not been breaking this up, like I've said, this is where it's going to be really rough for you. You have to break it up because you won't be able to graph it the way it was. So this is now going to be dividing by 2 everything. This is going to be negative 4 divided by 2, which is a negative 2x. 10 divided by 2 is 5. This is what you need to work these problems. Okay, if you don't have it simplified like this, you will have a big mess. So please start simplifying. Now is the time if you weren't doing it before. Alright, so I'm going to go down here. In this box right here is where you put your equation, which we just found to be is negative 2x plus 5. Okay, and our domain is negative 1, 0, 2, and 4. Okay, so guess what? We're going to plug them in and churn out that y. So we have y is equal to negative 2 times, and this one's going to be negative 1, plus 5. Alright, so negative 2, be careful. Negative 2 times a negative 1 is a positive 2. Positive 2 plus 5 is 7. So my order pair is going to be negative 1, 7. Use your calculator if you don't know the rules to multiplying integers. Alright, so then this one's going to be y is equal to negative 2, again, times 0 this time, plus 5. So that's going to be 0 plus 5, which is going to be 5. So order pair is 0, 5. Alright, the next one is y is equal to negative 2, and this one's times 2, plus 5. So negative 2 times 2 is a negative 4. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So order pair is 2, 1. And the last one, negative 2 times 4 plus 5. Alright, well, negative 2 times 4 is a negative 8. Negative 8 plus 5 makes a negative 3. And so my order pair is 4, 3. Oops, negative 3. Alright, so let's graph these points. Now remember, you're going to always start left to right on the origin. This is the x-axis and this is your y. So you start from the origin and we're going to do the very first one. The very first one says negative 1, 7. So we're going to go negative 1 and we're going to go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there. Okay, and then the next one is 0, 5, so your origin is 0, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. The next one is 2, 1, so that's in the positive direction and the positive direction, 2, 1. And the last one is 4, negative 3, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3. All right. Once you have your points drawn, you should be able to draw your straight line. Now, if you do not end up with a straight line and your points are everywhere, then you've done your graphing of your points wrong. And it's a possibility that you did your arithmetic wrong to begin with. So check all that, but you should always have, when you do these problems, a straight line, okay, that you can connect with the ruler. All the dots are falling there. All right, so now we've graphed it, and I believe that's all that we have on this particular program. Let's check, double check. Yep, we are done. All right, so if you have any questions, come in and see me in the mornings or make an appointment with me in the afternoons, but this is it for this session. See you in school.